Welcome back everyone to another Youthberk deck video, as this is going to be the first video for Deer Days where we actually look at a deck that we've actually covered in the past, but got such an important upgrade in this set that I feel like we just have to go through it. And of course, it is none other than Youthberk Revolve Form Tempest. So Tempest is the Revolve Form that basically turned Youthberk from like a tier, let's be honest, 2 or 3 deck in set 6 to the best deck that ended up winning the World Championship in set 7. So this was the most like meta defining card for its own format, and even in the set 8 format I would say it's still, I guess it got knocked down a little bit by Eva, but it still continued to be up very high, and it took a while for it to kind of like lose its position and being a bit slow and bit piece reliant. But in the set 7 meta, this is arguably the best deck right now in Deer Days. And so what Revolve Form Tempest does is when you Revolve Dress into it, which of course your Youthberk does, your front row gets plus 5k, and you can count almost 1 to reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, and then choose one of your opponent's rear cards the same grade as any of the revealed cards, and bot deck it. And the revealed cards go to your hand. So you plus 2 immediately, get some extra power, and that plus 2 is very important because this also means that you can go into this when you go first, without needing your opponent to be on grade 3. Now, the other new card that we got, which is really, well, 2 new cards that we got that are really big in this deck, are Sequana. Sequana says, when you have a Vanguard with Youthberk, she gets plus 2k power during your turn, so she's a 10k booster or attacker no matter what. And when your unit is placed on Magic Circle by the Revolve Dress ability, you can put her to Soul and give your Vanguard Drive 1. So this means that when you go into a Revolve Dress from Skyfall Arms, he gives it drive -2, right? And so before you'd go into Gust and it would have the 1 drive. But now you can use Sequana to change that drive to 1 and then add +1 from the Gust to have twin drive, or have 1 single drive on the Tempest. So Sequana is like the key component that you want to see every turn from grade 3 onwards. And on top of that, we have Wayward Therapy Angel. What she says is, she can't be written and cannot be normal call to rear from hand, so you have to call her by effect strictly, because she's a 10k power grade 1, which is not normal. But she says when she's discarded from your hand during your turn, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can soul blast 1 and call her to a back or a rear guard circle. So this means that when you ride into your grade 3, and you ditch her for the ride deck for the grade 3 ride, you can call her out. And when you ditch her mid-battle phase for Gust, you can also call her out, which is very, very good. And on top of that, we also have another search card in the set, which is Cardfight. So Cardfight says when you call it on rear, you can count +1 soul blast 1 to look at top 3 of your deck, you choose a card from among them and reveal it, and you call it to rear if it's grade 2 or less, and if it's not, you put it to hand. So what that means is that if you reveal, you know, like a Schneisel or a Perfect Guard or a Sequana, you call it out. But if it's a grade 3, it goes to hand, and this specifically says a grade 2 or less unit card. And if it's not a grade 2 or less unit card, it goes to hand. This goes to hand. Your Elementarius Sanctitude actually gets added as well, so that's also very important. We cut down on Schneisel a little bit, still a very important card in finding your Revolve forms, especially now. And the one card we play to help push the potential of the deck a bit is Reedy. So Reedy is a card from set 2 who says, act Soul Blast 2 until end of turn, the power increase of trigger effects revealed for your drive check, get power plus 5k. This is a no once per turn ability, and Youthberk likes to actually amass quite a lot of soul. So what is gonna happen is that you go through the deck quite a lot in this deck, and in particular use Skyfall Arms to ditch 1 and look at 3, and then call or add 1 to hand, and then the rest goes to bottom. And you can shuffle the deck through effects like Schneisel and Cardfight, but if you choose to not shuffle because you have like a really powerful stack at the bottom, you can play the long game and find a bunch of important cards, and then use Reedy to basically make it so that your triggers are 15k triggers or 20k triggers if you use Soul Blast 4. Soul Blast 6, they're, you know, gonna be even bigger. So, although Soul Blast 6 is not gonna come up as much, but basically that is the main support for this deck, and you'll notice that we also switch to fronts from draws because we plus so much in the deck now. So with that, that is what the deck looks like now. If you want the initial explanation of what Youthberk is as an archetype, you're going to want to watch the first Youthberk video we did back in the set 6 update. But now, let's get into a game or two and see what Youthberk brings to the table in ranked. All right, let's get into it. We have a game here against Russell Has Passion, and oh, we got matching sleeves. All right, I always throw paper at this point. I'm just gonna trust the process. If my opponent takes too long, oh, this is my crafter. Oi, he's in chat. We're playing against someone in chat, and they saw what I threw. Come on, dude. We're going second, which means we can theoretically gust. I feel like we ditched the PG back. I feel like we don't need both revolve forms either. We can technically gust, but through scissors instinctively. All right. I think we throw the gust. Yeah, this is okay. This way, since we're going second, we expect to take more damage, so we'll have more CB to use. So we can actually use the grade 2 youth effect to get back a revolve form as well. And double wayward is pretty good as well for later turns. And we're playing as Rejeweled, so you get to see more new decks featured. And also don't forget, if you play Deer Days, these sleeves that me and my partner are using are free. You get them by just logging in, so don't need to buy any DLC or anything. Alright, since we go second, we get a draw from the youth starter. We get a crit, not the best. And we'll just swing for 8. Swing for 8, and ooh, gonna guard it, okay. Yeah, Rejewel doesn't really need early CB. Does need it in the later turns. If we find a Reedy, that'll be spicy later, but not for the time being. What's also nice about Wayward Therapy is that when you ditch her for the Skyfall Arms effect to like peek at top 3, you also get to call her out, so it's pretty nice. Is this a Switch version? No, we're playing on the Steam version. Alright, gonna go into the grade 2 once again. I apologize to the the viewers at home, but I need to freaking adjust my camera position. It's annoying that it's doesn't want to travel together with the frame like usual. Ooh, swings first. We will take this. I'll allow the on-hit. What soul are you gonna have here? 0-1. We'll no-guard it. I'll give it up. Gets a heal, which is not effective. That's fine. Alright, it's looking 23. It's actually pretty huge. If you don't hit a defensive, it's like actually pain. Alright, Tempest goes down, but not the end of the world. You can get it back. As expected, I'm being given a lot of damage. I feel like I might ditch the Reedy, actually. Against Rejewel, I don't know if the game's gonna go that long. So I think it's okay here. We're gonna take this one. Why not group the sources together and move them simultaneously? That is what they are. They are grouped, but they refuse to move together because my OBS is bugged and I cannot close it because I'm streaming. For some reason, it's just now. I cannot tell you why or how. I feel like the Gust might be a keep, and then we kind of like... But I feel like Tempest is going to be really good. We can like bot deck the Falcate. Ditch the Reedy here. I don't see the game going this long. That we're going to need Reedy. Let's use the grade 1 youth. Find Sequana. I'm a little bit afraid of her getting retired though. I can choose not to, right? Let me quickly check the wording on this. Reveal and place your hand, or choose up to one grade 2 or less from one, add call to rear and put the rest on the bottom. Yeah, I'd rather go for the call. Yeah, we're gonna go for the call on the Sequana here. Definitely feels bigger. Bottom first. Yeah, this is I'm happy to shuffle the stack. Yeah, and here we're gonna go just into the battle phase and swing to face and see how my opponent's gonna play out the rest of their turn. We're not gonna activate the youth grade 2. We don't need to lose our soul for that. We also need the soul next turn too anyway. Oh, that's not the best timing for the OT, but we'll take the draw. You can shuffle with Cardfight. That's good. How am I today, Savage? I'm doing alright. We're doing alright, enjoying the new DLC. Streaming for a fair bit and recording some content for the YouTubes. But Hunter got a question. I may have an answer. Ooh, ditches the Persona. So that tells us that he probably has another one in hand. What did he soul charge? Oh, Ristal Galer, okay. That's good. That means I might not get my Sequana popped. Alright, 2 different grades. Does actually run that grade too, the Metalvara. So it puts a card from drop to soul and then gets 10k. Oh, runs a Gungan Ram as well. That's like what I'm also running. Pretty interesting. Now I'm just afraid of the Bristol Galer. That's like the only thing. So he does have the grades collected. And now it depends on how he's going to go through it. Gonna use Gungan Ram to draw. Basically ejecting the unnecessary grades. Okay, there's a Falcate there too. This is like, if I go into Tempest, this is like a... This is basically like a... Find grade 1 or bust. So we might actually Gust first. Alright. 21k coming through. How did you and East get banned? Contact you for the Digimon Showdown commentary? I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that, so I will choose not to. We're gonna slide by that question. We're gonna take this. I feel like when the Jujul doesn't have the crit on it, it's kind of okay. Bristol Galer not killing my Sequana is also safe. Alright. Pretty decent. Pretty decent check-wise. Good defenses. I think that shuts down the turn for my opponent. That's good. That's good. So we're in 3. So we have CB for the Grade 2 Youth. We have CB for Tempest, if I want to go into it. Could also just Karubre here as well. So I think we'll ditch this and go into Mr. Skyfall Arms. Use Wayward first. We can do double Wayward here, which is nice. Call that out. And then use the Grade 2 Youth to get back the Tempest into hand. I feel like I'll Tempest when there's a... I'll Tempest once there is a Rockagore on the board. I think that'll be better. So here we can go for the Gust. Le Gust. Let's use Karubre and shuffle back some of those parts that we have. Ah, but now we don't have Soul for Thingamajig. Ooh. Double Sequana is not bad. Yeah, we'll take the Sequana here, I think. We have enough Revolve forms. Alright, call her out. So I suppose here we can kind of just like swing in. And then Sequana behind Vanguard, and then we can call out the Wayward behind here, because we'll have enough Soul. I think that works. Let's go battle phase. 23. Pretty good. So this is like the other nice thing of Sequana is that she makes the magic numbers on your Vanguard column too. We got Persona for next turn. Another one. Already had one. Schneisel's pretty good too. Gonna be a good rear for later turns. Here we go. Check front. Would have been hot. Sadly not the case. Wanna hit a defensive draw, not the end of the world. We're also going for... it's kind of the end of the world. Just because our columns are like this. But taking out rears is not the end, not too bad. So we'll go into Gust here. And don't forget that the very important sequencing is that you have to use Sequana first. You have to make the drive 1 first. And then you can use Gust. So we'll ditch the Wayward Therapy. I guess we can put the Wayward Therapy behind Vanguard now. Theoretically. So we'll Soul Blast this. Tempest seems better. I disagree. There's less targets. I think I want to call this behind Vanguard. Don't activate this one. And then we can swing in once again with Twin Drive. So the only reason I don't want to Tempest is just because I feel like I don't have as many targets and my hand is already relatively healthy. So I'd rather do this in a later turn. Especially here, I'm trying to push my opponent to like 3-4. Nearly Soul Blast to the Skyfall. What do you mean nearly? Why was it nearly? I didn't even touch it. Alright. Crit is good here. We push them to 4. And Gus is gonna freaking impale Drajewel. Pretty hype. Alright, that's another Persona copy. So that's like... Potentially they only have one in hand, which is the one that they are holding, I'm assuming. Here we want to kill the Falcate. Double Falcate is actually pretty annoying. Okay. Do I want to bully this Falcate even harder now is the question. Yeah, I feel like it's fine to bully the Falcate. Huh? Is it? What's their soul like? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they're gonna set up anyway. We're gonna bully the Falcate. Because they are gonna run out of gas. And this also leaves us in heal range for later. So we can PG the Vanguard swing and then we will need to worry about the rears a little bit. So, alright, with Gus back into the Skyfall. And now we have Sequana for next turn as well, which is good. We also have one in hand, so it's also not a big stress factor. And we got Crush Rush, VGZ coming through with the 2 months. That's right, the Vanguard Deer Days content is back. The DLC got everyone playing again. It's a fun time. Alright, this freaking Swirler is gonna go ham. Also, not giving too much CB means that, like, I can still get double Rockagord, but War Evolve Form is my favorite. Art-wise, it's actually Zest. Effect-wise, it's probably Tempest. But I do think Zest looks the coolest. I also just like red as a color. So until they make like a purple not Drilled. Until they make a purple Drajewel, I think Zest is my favorite. Double Rockagore coming through. That's actually pretty huge. Actually pretty huge. Gonna go unboosted. And it's 30k. That's pretty big. I will sacrifice this, I think. We kind of have to guard these ones. Sorry, not purple Drajewel, purple Youthberk. Drajewel is already purple. RGB Revolve Form. One day, surely. I like that they're slow rolling support though for the anime decks. Like, they take their time to like give them new forms and stuff. I feel like we've definitely had cases of odd pacing. All right, front triggers here coming in big, and then we can just PG. Probably drop. Maybe even Persona. If I get high rolled, I actually need the shield value, so I guess we can drop a Persona. Won't expect the game to go much longer. 6 cards in hand, gonna go to 8. We can kind of trust no guard. Hell no! I'm scared, bro. He's seen 3 crits? He's only seen 3 crits. Yeah, no. I am not taking chances out here. We have to take this column. That's like the only thing. We really have to take this column. We're gonna PG this and drop a Persona. Alright. Ditch that. PG has been confirmed. Heal is actually annoying because he goes down to 3. Not the end of the world though. Better than a crit, that's for sure. Alright, we can take both swings. We can take both swings. They're massive, but we can take both. See? Still, this means I can take both instead of just taking the Vanguard swing and having to guard both. We will take this one. 48k, no problem. This also puts us in heal range, so that's pretty good. See? Pretty good. Heal off the Revolve Form, I suppose, is fine. So this way we're gonna be at 4. Unless he swings into Sequana here. No, he's gonna swing Vanguard. Alright. 53k. So now this is where the deck starts getting tighter on CB, and Tempest is gonna hit a bit harder here because we can potentially like bot deck this column, which is pretty huge. Alright, let's Persona. And then we'll Karubure first? I guess we can. This can go back. Just Tempest is a bit of a weirdo here. I kind of want to Schneisel first. And then I can swing with Schneisel to power up the Vanguard. Or we can leave Schneisel for last, I guess. Call it here. So this is actually important to where you call it because it depends on your attack pattern. Okay, we found Revolve form. I'll take the Gust for later. So that gets shuffled. Maybe we don't use Youthberk here. We can just use Karubure to Soul Blast out. Soul Blast out the Gust. We're using the Soul pretty aggressively here. We find... Schneisel might be better here. Actually. Oh no, I have to call it, don't I? I guess we can overcall. Ah! Right, I forget that the grade 2 gets called out. That's fine. Should have added the grade 3 though. That was a misplay, but it's fine. No, don't activate. Alright. And it's time for battle. We do have a Gust again, but we do go Tempest here, I think. But the attack pattern makes Gust better. But we do need to swing like this. And also Tempest is better just for the bot deck potential in this turn. If you Soul Blast out the Youthberk, would you lose the Persona Ride power? No, Persona Ride applies for the turn. It's like a blanket. Ooh, goodbye Rockagore. Interesting. Let's see. I mean, I don't care how the Rockagores are removed, whether it's bot decking or, you know, otherwise. 38k Youthberk coming in hot. Could also swing unboosted here, theoretically. We find a Tempest. It's pretty good. Wayward. Wayward will be nice later, not now. Alright, the swing happens. The heal is not effective, luckily. So here we can go Tempest, get the drive, and then pressure a crit. I really want to bot deck that Swirler. Cannot let that thing chill. That's gonna be painful if it does. We can use Sequana first. Go to Soul, get the drive. Still have 17 cards in deck, so we're relatively healthy. Tempesto! Alright. And then we use the CB here. Alright, we get it, grade 1. Good. Get rid of that Swirler, otherwise I will die. This cannot chill there, no matter what. Alright, so here we swing Vanguard. Depends on how he guards and what we check. If we check a crit, we swing rear to Van. If we don't, we swing into that Rockagore and limit what he can do this turn. Because he also has Soul set up for next turn, right? Yep. He has a setup. No guard! Ooh, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. Hold up. Got me a little worried. This is still a Rockagore. Unless he gives the power to the Rockagore, that might... Oh no, he's giving it to the bank. Oh my god. We still bully the Rockagore. I don't think this is bait. He can definitely guard 20k, but this is 25 to block this one. Not hitting the grade 2 on the Tempest check hurts a tiny bit. Damn, he actually drops 2 15s for it. Understandable. Understandable. Alright, Tempest goes back. We can afford to take ACB. But no PGs are a little worrisome. Just a tiny bit. No persona. He did run out of persona. That is true. Oh, he's gonna double a Rockagore though. That's kind of big. Does have a Falcate as well. Okay, you can. Okay, we're good. For a second, I was couldn't remember if Wayward had a restriction on how you can. We just take this. We kind of have to take this. Hopefully, hit a defensive as well. No front in hand is also like kind of. Yikes. We go to 5. Let's see. Damn, the Drool putting up a big fight here. Oh, we hit the heal. Doesn't activate, but the defensive power is good for blocking just the Rockagore. It will reset with Dredgewald. But just for blocking one attack, it's actually pretty good. Swings rear instead. Sure, I would have sacrificed it anyway. So it's gonna be 21, so we can go to 35? We can block to 35, and then... Don't have Persona for next turn, which is a little bit annoying. Not the end of the world, though. So this is gonna be 28, 20 on the side. Oof, 28 is also a lot. Like 15, 20 is this. Play of the miss. Oh, you think that taking the first swing was a misplay? Perhaps? Alright. The cat putting in work. Alright. Gotta think here. I think we just Schneisel as well. Do we keep the Schneisel around for a bit? He doesn't have any retire, so maybe... I'll get rid of the Reedy here. Man's on the Burk. I'm Burkin, bros. Alright, 2 to pass it is. Nothing. It's pretty good. Ooh, the Sunshine. Giving me hope. Ooh, alright. Pretty blank checks. The sun is coming out from under the clouds. Giving me hope out here. So 28, 20. Yeah, we can guard it. Wait, can we? Am I 5 off? No, I think I'm barely enough. 20k and 1. Oh, I'm actually running low on time. Gotta be careful there. Yeah, I think I have to ditch my entire hand for this. And also intercept with. Huh. I'm barking, bros. This will be 15, 25, yeah, 30. Yeah, I have to literally use every single card. Oof! Dredgewald putting up a fight. Dredgewald putting up a whole ass fight. Oh wait, no, this is enough. Oh, because he doesn't... Right! He forgot to... He should have swung Vanguard because it loses out the power because you have to have the different grades on attack. We're chilling. Alright. No rides. We go for a little deck thinning. Commit to a revolve form here. I feel like Gust is the best play. But I'll ditch the Sequana because I'd rather call a Youthberk. Or that. Oh, what? I have to call... Oh. I don't want to call a heal. Can I cancel? Can I choose not to call anything? Oh, but they just go to bottom anyway. That's annoying. I forgot that that's... Doesn't let me add the... Because it only has revolve forms, right? Bottom first. Alright, let's do it like this. Sequana. I guess we'll just go Gust here. Oh, I actually should have called the Sequana to the other column. Me gusta? Or do we go Tempest? No, I think we go Gust here. And try to break through the Twin Drive. Alright, let's go battle. Swinging with a 20. We swing in with a 20. We get the Sequana use. Double Rockagore makes sense, makes sense. You don't have any more use for these guys. This is fine. This is fine. Then we have a 23k into a big gust with the Sequan on it. Sadly sent the heal to the bottom. Not the best. Alright. Man, that would have been a good drive check too. Because it would have been like heal front, Youthberk, plus whatever else we find. 6 cards in hand for McCrafter. Guards with the OT. It's a PG. Ah, Schneisel, you're too slow. PG's appreciated. Bit too late though. Just a little bit. Just a tad. Alright. Revolt dress. Ghost. Sequana first. Get in there. Sorry, like I have to interrupt your monologue. Discard the Schneisel. Go crazy, bro. Go stupid. 23k twin drive. This is the hope. The hope and the cope. 23 coming in. 5 card hand. And then the 23 on the side. Swinging for magic numbers. No guard. Crit off the top. Damn, dude, this game was way closer than I expected. Sheesh. Does he still have heals? I'm not sure. But the crit should hopefully land the finishing blow. Thanks to I feel like we went through Sequana 3 times, I want to say. She put in work. But that's going to be the finishing blow. And a solid game. Ooh, I even got an achievement. Ruler of Heaven and Earth. Nice. Alright, GG's McCrafter. A very good game. And a nice way to show off Mr. Youthberk. Tempest in action. These sleeves are free, that is right. Don't forget to log into Dear Days to claim them. But yes, everyone, that has been Youthberk Tempest, or Youthberk after the support. Hope you liked the deck. Didn't really get shown off really too well, because the stack wasn't particularly strong in this game. But I hope you still liked it. If you like this kind of videos, make sure to show some love, drop a like for the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100k, and I need your support to get there, so please do support the channel if you can. And if you want to support it any other ways, consider becoming a YouTube channel member or subscribing on Twitch as well. The support really does mean a lot. But with that, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.